A creature draped in decadent finery with two thin, glowing pinpricks for eyes. Coalesces rapidly as magic rebuilds his body.
Looks like we got a friend.
Don't think he's a friend.
Probably not.
The the two entities who have come along, and I should put them next to him, look around in confusion, whereas the prince himself looks at the squawking birds, looks at the pile of ash beneath him, looks at Leon, Melkor, and the dead lion, and Aranas with the Orb of Storms, and his legions of undead that have been completely crushed, and Priestess Aurelia. And for the first time, in perhaps an age or so, he is surprised. That will be the end of this session.
Well, it looks like we've got a third fight for the full heal up.
You know, I'm glad I saved my holy oil.
I'm happy that you saved my spiky bastard.
Yes, I did not use any of your abilities or items.
You folks don't have to spring into combat immediately, but it's up to you. But that will have to wait for next session.
Delaying him with talk is probably a good idea, but you know. It's not like he can't fly as well, so.
As has
Now,
been
birds
proven
have
in this
had a
campaign,
wounded such,
he can
so.
fly, yes.
We'll have to deal with him in some fashion or another.
Do you guys know how to fight ghasts and specters?
I mean, you hit them. We've
Hit them.
done that before.
Don't
Not a
forget.
cleric magic, though, except for, like, heal. So.
I
You
don't
know,
have a healing sword, I'm afraid.
This is going to be rough, but
I gave away 5 healing potions. 4, actually, sorry.
I have a couple, but.
I have
I-
2.
I have quite the arsenal, and I will be available for the full next session.
But unfortunately, I know this doesn't allow you folks to really think about, say, who you might want to give the Orb of Storms to. I did say that I did want to end this session due to my later start time, and I feel as if this is suitable enough to do.
I think this is an excellent cliffhanger.
Do we get relationship roles?
Sure.
Session?
Sure. There's a number of ones that are partially resolved, kicking around.
My God, man.
Got a focus
Oh
next
boy.
This session didn't overly focus too much on Aurelia, at least in some aspects, but Aurelia made it about her in other aspects.
I jumped off a crow. I like that. That's good enough for me.
You jumped onto a dragon that almost entirely escaped from you.
Yep, and now it's dead.
Archmage 5, I don't like those. I think I like those less than negative
Okay,
3s with
so
the 5.
next session, very
what?
we'll see Geráck's one unique thing is shining to the forefront, particularly after his unresolved 5 from this session.
Yep.
I needed these. I needed these like 4 points here.
Although, what could the Lich Prince possibly want with Geráck?
No. No.
You owe me something. I will let your friends go if you sacrifice yourself and join me.
Ah, shit.
They can leave with the Orb of Storms, and all you have to do is become my servant.
But yeah,
in
Or
place of
give,
Leon.
give me Tempus, and you're free to go.
You slew a total of 4 dragons, making the total party kill count of up to 5 dragons. In addition, you blazed through Leon, severely wounded as he was, and Ursilia, and have your hands now on the Orb of Storms, or at least Aranas does.
I don't know if I can wield it though. Last time someone tried, it went pretty bad. But maybe when I touch it, it's gonna be like sub.
Last time I think it was deactivated and they were trying to activate it. This time it's already activated.
I think you said before, artifacts can change people though. So let's hope it's not evil.
They can definitely change people. Some questions that I do need to know before next session are who's carrying the Hexen Blade? And, actually, let me check that. Is he still... yeah, I think he's still champion tier. He didn't upgrade. And who could possibly be carrying the incredibly magical staff that Ursilia Melkor was wielding?
Not going to touch it.
No.
Well, you,
Probably have Tempus carry one of them, as he picked them up. Probably the staff even. I don't know if anyone took it from him.
You really can't strap a staff to the back. just want you to know that. That's typically something that gets carried, which is why I need to know who might be carrying these items. Because regardless of whether you want to bind with them, they might have some emotions that they want to push through. Particularly the Staff of Ruin.
Man, we
might
should have
carry the
just
sword.
smashed it into those wards before we destroyed them.
Maybe.
You know, that might have been a thought.
Well, you probably should have, yeah.
well,
Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right?
Indeed.
All these evil necromancer things. Maybe
Okay.
Leon had some things that weren't evil necromancer things, though. Maybe.
Tempest does have no affiliation with the Lich King.
I don't think anyone of us has.
Maybe the High Up server had some stuff. Maybe Solana had some stuff.
Maybe they did. Maybe Gryph will be informed of all the various little knickknacks he picked up before next session. It'll be up to him to try and determine,
That's good.
Hey, Tempest, you're fucked. Like, oh.
All the items you picked up bound with you. You have. Let me list you all the quirks you
There's
have to
like
play out.
31.
Yes, because trying to Pokemon magic items doesn't always go well. Which is why I wanted to know who might be carrying Hex and Blade and the Staff of Ruin. Even if you might not be binding with them. Some of the items have their opinions. Particularly their epic tier.
Yeah.
So anyone want to bind with the Staff of Ruin? +3 to attacking with spells and damage with spells.
it can only be for someone who has a 1-point relationship.
You know, you can be gently persuaded to get that 1-point positive relationship.
Gently persuaded.
No, I don't use implements. My hands are kind of full with a weapon that probably wouldn't appreciate being shared.
You
Tempest-
would share it like it's not a weapon; it's a spell implement. And so, with the tooth in one hand and the staff in other, that will allow you to get like extra attack and damage with spells.
But I don't have those.
Oh, you should take them.
Heal you with the power of the Lich King. Grafting dead flesh across your
And
body.
instead of that name, that should instead be named a bit differently. That is not the Staff of Ruin. It is the Staff of the One-Eyed King.
So, can I use all my points I got to do something here before the battle starts, or?
Perhaps that can be considered then before next session, which will be next week.
He's like,
Flesh
some
break.
of these items are magically decursed.
Turns out there was 2 artifacts of the Dwarf King in there, huh? Fancy that.
Don't think the elves would have been bringing along artifacts of the Dwarf.
Well, there were dwarves here as well.
Yeah, maybe there's like an elite troop of the Dwarf King who bursts in at this exact moment and helps us in our battle.
And in exchange for the Orb of Storms.
Even at 266, can't deny that.
Well, Geráck would lie if it's for the greater good, right?
Yeah, perhaps.
Geráck
even outbreak for one.
would accept the power of the Lich King into him, as he did before, if it was for the
Probably
greater
lie
good.
to Dwarf King people and kill them
I
afterwards.
mean, Geráck was willing to let an old friend just slowly succumb to an evil poison, so I don't know.
He's
a
like,
pretty
not really
flexible
my friend.
paladin, all things considered.
He was evil.
It's for the greater good. He was a bad guy.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, that is the session, folks. Oops, pressed that wrong button again. I'm gonna go run my air conditioner and huggle it because it is getting really warm here. You can give some consideration to how in the fucking hell the icon relationship rules might help you, along with maybe there might be someone else you want to give the Overstorms. Or how in the world you are going to escape from the Lich Prince who, as noted, possibly for the first time this entire age, is like, the fuck?
Well, that's to our advantage. Do we get an incremental advance?
No.
No.
While you have done gravely important things, I do not think the situation in the middle of your full heal-up chain would warrant, or rather, it would be fitting of an incremental advance. You've certainly done enough to warrant it, but I wouldn't want to plug it in here.
After the words, you get 2 incremental advances, but you're dead, so oh well.
No, you folks did well. The battles were balanced partially, but they were, I mean, I didn't account for Aurelia that much, because that was a bonus. You didn't have to bring her, you didn't even have to raise her. And things could have been harder, certainly, without her, say, 120 damage hit, or,
I mean, those 3 recoveries kind of took some of us pretty far down.
You know, I have to say,
Jasmine is
I
laughing
like
at
these
you.
enemies. All targeting PD, all targeting multiple people. That's fine by me.
I haven't been, like...
I did not like the 145 damage.
I haven't been disabled
Wait, what?
time.
Yeah, Leon did 145
It
damage
was like
to me.
36
One attack.
mental hit her.
Yeah,
And that was not empowered.
Like, right, fucking, yeah.
yeah, he didn't gather power with that. He had no time to gather power.
exactly.
Good luck with not being hit by that.
Yeah.
Anyone.
You know, it's a good thing that you sent all these fucking elves here.
Yeah, isn't it? We'd have to deal with a lot more undead. And Leon in full power, and
I didn't know that someone had, actually.
I did. I spent my relationship dice to make them work together with the priestess people, because well, I'm not gonna be able to go there myself, but I can damn well give them all the information I got when I was here.
Oh, right, it's the forces from Santa Cora, not Concord, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
and then the Solana of House Lutris was that lady I talked to.
It was a 5. Things are a little complicated.
But hopefully better than they were. We'd also had to fight a vampire spawn and a clockwork devil and Gen Zeros for some reason.
Did the Clockwork Devil make everything explode?
Why do you
in
think
fire?
you'd have to fight Gen Zeros?
I think Gen Zeros might have been one of the
He's probably on the other guy.
people,
Yeah,
actually.
I agree.
That
he was
makes
part
the
of
most sense, at
He was
least.
part of the 3 Undead Alliance all this time.
No, I think he joined the priestess. Although
If I had more
my character wouldn't
resurrections,
know who he is.
like there are 3 people here I would like to resurrect. But
Clockwork Devil and 2
I
dragons.
can't really just throw those
I
around.
about bit that on my tongue.
I always wanted one.
My very own Clockwork Devil. Shit.
And broke.
But, yes. Hopefully you folks felt powerful and important, and that your choices mattered.
Certainly felt powerful. Powerful.
Well, just to say, Tempus is often one-handed with his new cog sword, so I mean he does have a spare hand for carrying.
Which was
stuff.
incredibly
It's not like he
useful
carries
when we
it
were
with
flying on the back of giant crows.
Hold the damn staff, though.
Yes,
Break it.
Gryph, I will show you this before you disconnect from the server. I'll take you back to the aerial nightmare map that I made, so that you can read the 13th Age Aerial Combat Edition. Little sidebar.
There's an aerial combat.
Now there
We
is.
did it.
Come on, load map. I really want to see this. I've got 5 more to get.
That's
Gotta download
like
them
all of
all.
us.
Pokemon.
I'm at 40%.
It was so much more healed and had so many more resources back then.
But yeah, Gryph, I also inform you that your opening strike for the session did a nice, delicious 83 points of damage.
Sneak attack?
Yep.
Sneak attack leading strike.
That tore a massive gash in one of the dragons.
80?
Oh, the intensity! And then I disconnect the
90?
server. Oh, God. No. But yes, next session will begin right where it's left off. You folks have not done enough to get a full heal up.
I'm downloading.
That would be very convenient, though.
Yeah, it would.
Wouldn't it be? But,
How we're holding the Order of Storms, it heals us all.
But in addition to like 4 dragons, Leon, Ursilia, the animal companion, You also fended off several hundred undead.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't they work?
Levels 1 to 5, I imagine.
And retrieved, well, at least touched the Orbis Storms.
Now we all die.
Well,
But
anyone know
it's
what
like
what type of spells the undead throw? Because I've got 3 energy resist potions.
a negative energy.
Negative
cold,
energy and
cold.
cold.
Damn it! I've got lightning, fire, and acid.
I don't know. His
We could have used
his
the fire
shield here
before.
was fire, but you know.
Yeah, fire would have been useful earlier.
But you would need both. I mean, you can't shield against this because it's going to be both fire and like negative energy.
And it's going to be epic as well. It's not
Since
going
you
to do
can't,
anything.
and since you can't have resistance.
Lich Prince, most definitely with an epic tier.
Yeah. Also,
Oh, sure,
Gryph,
eventually.
shouldn't you have more hit points than you have at the moment?
130.
What's your maximum HP supposed to be, Gryph? I didn't want to open up your character sheet while recording.
I'm trying to remember. I'm looking at it. I've got 130 written on
Yeah,
it. but I'll-
my understanding was that that's what it was supposed to be.
Oh.
Damn.
Because like you
Yeah,
adjusted like your what's your Constitution modifier?
6 plus. Oh shit! 6 plus 4 times 16. Holy shit! Okay. I should have 160.
160. Okay.
Right.
So go ahead and adjust your hit point total to
You have the same as me.
Because I was panicking for a lot of the session, trying to maintain your hit
and
points.
your Constitution modifier is a +4 then.
Yeah.
So your recoveries, whenever I had your token, it was 8d8 plus 27. And I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? It should be 3 times your Constitution modifier that you
You're
had to
being
recoveries.
underhealed throughout the session as well.
So it's 8d8 plus 12.
Yes.
Cool.
And you have 160 hit points. Okay. Yes, useful information to have. You can take a look, and if you're not loading the Aerial Nightmare page, I can just send you the.
I've got it. It's loaded. The
image
one-handed
file.
attacks take a -2 penalty and such.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how funny it was with me and a bow that bottom bit. Into melee I went.
You abort the attack or fall. Oh, God.
Yeah, so you'd have the opportunity to make the attack, and then you'd fall right off the crow.
I felt it's not so bad.
You're
I
a
am
monk.
so whoosh. I passed the check.
I believe you literally used something called impossible stun or something.
Improbable stunt, not impossible.
So close.
I want to be swashbuckled my way down a dragon. What? That didn't sound the way I wanted it to.
Let me just fall 50 meters within like a handful of seconds.
Tempest velocity. Yes.
Yes. So yes, it was a perilous situation, but they only fought 2 dragons. And no minions or mooks or anything, just the straight up dragons. And they handled themselves very well.
I did blow like half of my things though.
Yeah.
Well, your
So-
convenient words that you said multiple occasions that if I don't use it now and I end up falling off the fucking crow, I'll be pissed at myself.
Yeah. And I think we did well, but it did cost us quite a lot, even if it didn't do hit point damage. Much.
You know, I'm glad as I said before, I'm glad I kept my holy oil around.
Yeah, I should have done that as well. But I thought there would be a lot more.
Because you guys were all declaring, like, I'm going to use my oil before we go in, and I'm going to use this. Like, we don't even know what's in there.
Yeah, but I just assumed. there would
I
be
just
lots of
figured
undead.
Celia would be in there, and we, like, metagame know for a fact that she's kind of
Yes.
undead, but she wasn't, so yeah.
She is undead. Liches
But
just aren't vulnerable to holy.
Yeah, she wasn't vulnerable to holy. Nothing in there was, I believe.
No, that would be correct. Nothing in there was vulnerable to holy.
So one of the things I was considering was like cold. Like, are those dragons in there? They might be. Just in case, I'll keep it around in case I want to use my fire oil.
I completely forgot about the dragons.
Like, I remembered they were there. Just the thing was like, I also considered like, do I want to drink my champion tier coldness potion? Actually, I don't. They might just be epic tier creatures.
They are not. They are level 6.
Well, there we go. I thought they might have been epic tier, so I didn't bother drinking it. Like, oh. Oh well.
They were 2 levels below you, which is a terrible sin to throw at epic tier player characters.
Now the fact that we saw, after seeing them like fight and the fact they shattered rather quickly, Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, they were good like bullet sponges for a little bit.
Yeah. The point is, in
Kept using my
retrospect,
spells.
I had no idea how powerful they were, so it was just like I assumed they were really powerful.
Yes, the track record for Grimith is to throw fucking, oh my god, this combat at you. So when you have like all these combats that don't have that qualifier, it's like, oh. But
Where's the catch?
I was like, well, like there are 3 named NPCs dead, so you know, obviously they took some of the brunt.
Yes.
They probably didn't just fight like the Clockwork Devil. They probably fought everything.
Also, I just need to note down. I lost my hand axe attacking a dragon.
You sure did. That's definitely gone in the Midland Sea.
Yep.
You know, out of all my losses, a hand axe and a handful of arrows is not the worst thing to lose.
No, 10 gold pieces.
My one weakness.
Money.
You'll have to hit up with Quartermaster Tempus Malleator for that. But yes, hopefully you folks managed to find some enjoyment in our session. I'm about to hit the 4-hour mark. I am going to go now, as noted. If you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and leave them in the chat. Next session will pick up basically with the moment as described, though. So you have some time to consider how you want to get from this point to whatever point you actually want to get to.
I really hope he isn't one of those very reasonable enemies.
I hope he's just a bad guy.
Then I won't have to be like, well, it's very reasonable, really. When he's like, you just need to, I'll let you go. You just need to swear that you'll kill Aelor.
You know, you guys have pretty much given the middle fingers at every reasonable, like villain that has been
That's not
presented.
true.
Not every.
There's that one
Just
guy,
most of them.
Which is the one guy? Who is the one guy?
Revinger.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Ravenger.
He's doing well. We let him
Although
live,
I wanted
let
to
him
execute
go.
him all the
and-
time, but
Yeah, you did, but I didn't.
Well, he was very reasonable towards you guys, and you fought him anyway on multiple occasions.
and we went there to capture him, and we were just like, now we
I don't think
can leave now.
I don't reasonably. I don't think
go.
I don't think we've been reasonable towards our enemies at any point.
You
I
let
don't
his
think-
girlfriend go.
They're enemies. Fuck him.
Sure, okay,
friends.
okay. After you had captured both of them, you decided to let his girlfriend go and then him. But at the time, that was just like a pity fuck or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I liked him.
I suppose when you did go all the way through and there was like the pixies and whatever.
Yeah, like I
Yeah, we didn't fight him there.
we
did
voted.
we?
It was like
No,
it
you
was
guys
like
did. You
3-2.
thought about it. Like, you wanted to like take him, and he was like, "Actually, no. I think I could take you guys now." In your weakened state, you're like, "Oh, motherfucker!"
He's probably right. Damn it.
Damn these smart NPCs.
Fucking pixie bullshit.
You like rally all those like nitpick random dudes that are still around here. Fight this guy.
You know, if that's what you wanted to spend the hour doing.
Anyway, thank you, Grimgrams. I'm also going to be going.
Yes, toodaloo, kids. Leave whatever you want in like the chat or like with me, personal IM. We'll resolve it in the days to come.